Team Skills for Process Improvement. Unit 1 of 8, Building Effective Teams. Part 5 of 7. Organizational culture conductive to TQM. Number 1, belief in and support of teamwork. Historically, some organizations have been focused on the behavior of individuals. If we examine their current reward and recognition systems, we find individual awards emphasizing the superstar, the best, the number one. This focus tends to promote competition among workers rather than teamwork and cooperation. Organizations that are currently focusing on quality improvement have found that a cultural shift from rewarding individuals to rewarding teams has been essential. Top leaders must be willing to support teams and participate as team members themselves. Number 2, use of data-based analysis. Problem solving for continuous improvement needs to be planned and methodical. Decisions at all levels in the organization must be based on data, not intuition or emotion. Data gathered and discussed in teams appears to yield the best information for decision making. It is imperative that data serve as the basis for decisions. As we discussed earlier, statistical thinking is part of the TQM philosophy. Number 3, respect for people's abilities. Employees are the best source of process knowledge. The people who do the job every day are the ones who know it best. Managers need to create an environment in which employees are encouraged to provide input about processes and see their good ideas implemented. If ideas are solicited but never used, credibility is lost and employee input will cease. Number 4, focus on customer-supplier relationships. Management needs to ensure that the organization remains focused on satisfying the needs of both internal and external customers. Almost every segment of the organization has a dual role as customer of some other part of the organization and supplier to customers either inside or outside the organization. These customer-supplier relationships must be defined before the processes involved can be improved. Number 5, belief that employees want to do a good job. Most employees are truly willing workers. Often those who do not appear to be willing workers have been turned off by the system. Most employees will willingly support the TQM implementation effort because of the opportunities it affords for generating job satisfaction. It may be necessary to provide additional training and coaching for those who find it difficult to change. Number 6, mutual respect, trust, communication, and teamwork. Invoke the golden rule. Treat everyone as you want to be treated. Break down barriers that prevent good communication and sharing of information. Create opportunities for people to get to know and understand each other, such as cross-training, work site visits, and intramural team sports. Number 7, continuous process improvement. It is important to examine the organization's business from a systems perspective to work to improve its processes. The organization cannot achieve quality by continuing to blame people for poor performance. Dr. Deming estimated that 94% of problems are system failures, not human ones. It follows that our focus should be on improving processes, not blaming individuals. Number 8, encouragement of creativity and communication. In his newsletter on achieving excellence, consultant Tom Peters says to get anywhere new, you have to try new stuff that's new to you and your firm. Yet, new things lead to mistakes. Mistake making is the only road to progress. We, a leader says, have never tolerated mistakes well. What usually happens when someone makes a mistake is that he or she gets demoted or reprimanded, or the boss tightens the reins and cases and ceases to delegate non routine tasks. We need to learn to document mistakes and value the lessons that result from them instead of just placing blame. If teams are going to be successful at improving processes, management must create an environment that supports stretching, doing things differently, and taking risks. People are a lot like turtles. It takes encouragement to get them to stretch their necks and come out of their cozy shells or routines to try new things. If they make the effort and fail, and if the failure is not handled properly, they will retreat into their shells and return to business as usual. Number 9, leaders as coaches. Leaders and supervisors need to become coaches instead of judges. They must become comfortable with giving and receiving constructive feedback. They need to get out of the office and develop a rapport with their employees. Number 10, win win relationships. Organizational goals need to be clearly defined and individual goals connected to them. To be successful, all team members must understand what the game plan is and what is expected. Often, employees are not aware of the organization's mission and goals. Leaders must develop and communicate the mission and goals so that individuals, teams, and the organization as a whole can succeed. Number 11, removal of barriers to teamwork. Leaders need to understand how the bureaucracy we have often seen in many organizations affects both the internal and external customer. They need to take action to dismantle and replace the structures, systems, and procedures that do not support teamwork. In addition, leaders should work to break down bureaucratic structures that inhibit communication and customer focus.